Hey guys, it's going off grid, and we're finally doing the whole house test on the 3000 watt reliable high frequency split phase inverter. Here's our setup. You got this battery keeping the camera charged that's on the inverter. You got two 8 amp chargers just to help keep a little bit extra power in the batteries, because I can only charge these to 60 volts, and these are 67 volt full charge. So I'm sitting at like 40% or something. And we got my electrical panel open. These are the wires coming from the inverter. We got a ground hooked to ground. We have a neutral hooked to neutral. And we got our two lives hooked up right here. Leg 1, leg 2 for the 30 amp breaker. The mains is off. Now I don't have to worry about backfeeding and hurting a linesman because this is a completely off-grid setup. And this wire runs down here. Down. Just an extra 14, I believe this is a 14.3 I had laying around, and that goes into the inverter. Now, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to flip all the breakers off. I'm going to turn the main 30 amp breaker on and then slowly turn these on. And then we'll record what the inverter does. And then we'll go turn some things on in the house. All right, let's turn the inverter on now. Make sure nothing happens here. And we got power going to the panel now. We just got to start turning breakers on. Obviously not the main breaker, but all these other breakers. One at a time. Oh, there we go. Got lights. So we got 2.8 amps on leg 2. Okay. Let's keep going. Something turned on. We got the fans are on. Oh, it was at 6 amps a second ago. Now it's at 3.8. I'm guessing that was a fridge or freezer. Gotta be careful, I don't want to knock those. Oh, there goes the freezer. And the grow tower lights turned on. Well, we're pretty equally on line 1, line 2, not too bad. Got 2.6 and 4.2. It was equal for a second, not so much right now. Let's keep going. Something turned on. I saw the lights flicker. Fans turned on. Yeah, we definitely are favoring one side of the leg quite a bit. Oh, it just went down. That was probably the freezer turning off, I'm guessing. Ooh, that was a big one. Whatever that was. Really made everything flicker there for a second. Hopefully the other camera is capturing this well. Let's keep going. We gotta turn them all on. Except for the apartment. We're not turning the apartment on because I don't want to mess with anybody else's stuff in case it breaks. Got their permission to shut everything off. Okay. We're good. Still good. Oh, that's a tough one. Man, that's tough. Ooh. All right, that's all the breakers on. Actually, I believe this one we left off. It's supposed to be off. I don't know why, but I gotta look into it. And what are we pulling? Now, this is running. The furnace is on. Everything's on like normal. The only thing it's not running is my well pump, because I know for sure my well pump will definitely trip the inverter. Okay, so gotta be careful with this wire. We're still hooked up. Main breaker is still off. And you just turn these two chargers on. They're just running off of another power bank. It's just super inefficient, but it's what I got right now. What are we taking here? Okay, let's go try turning some stuff on. I'll just show you what's going on up here, around here. Got all the lights on. all the way around. Got the grow tower going, lights everywhere, tons of pot lights. Printer's on, bar fridge on. One computer is on. It's just the laptop though, the screen's off. Now let's take a look upstairs and try some stuff. I'll see if I can do a split screen so you guys can see. This is the house here. It is under construction, but I'm gonna turn one more light on. Actually, that light's already on. Let's go over here. Turn 2 more lights on. Here's 1, and then 2. That one's just dangling there. All right, let's try the ice maker. I shut it off right before we did this. That's on. I'm sure we'll see a flicker in the lights when that turns on. And you guys will be able to see on the other camera exactly what's going on. Oh wow, I didn't notice any flicker. Let's see if it showed up on camera. I didn't notice anything. Okay, now ice maker's on. Now let's see, let's open this thing up. See if we can make the fridge turn on. Here's the fridge. Usually turns on every time you close it. I don't see anything so far. All right. Now for fun, let's try the chop saw. This is just a little one. Let's see, what kind of power does it take? Is it on the front here? 9.5 amps. I'll plug that in real quick. Give it a try. Here's the lights. You guys can see if it flickers or not. Oh. Apparently I don't have all the breakers on or something. Interesting. We'll have to come back and try that after. Everything seems to be working, no problem. Oh yeah, microwave. Turn that on. Oh, no, that's not on. Look at that. What is on? Okay, let's try it for a second. Turn my light on the phone so you can see if anything flickers. Seems to have run just fine. I don't know if that was maxing anything out. I can't hear the beeper downstairs, so I don't want to go too far. We'll see it on the... Okay. Oh, yep, it was definitely overloading it. All right, let's go downstairs and see what happened here. Okay, we're back here in the electrical room, and we definitely overloaded it. Now, let's cycle it. We are gonna go I'm gonna turn this one back on because I'm sure that's the way it was. You know what? Let's try turning it on with everything still plugged in. Let's just see what happens. Oh, it did it. There was a big surge there for a bit though, but it did it. Okay. Now I believe I turned everything on now. That should be on. I'm gonna double check this sucker here. This is the one that I'm not sure about. Make sure that's all in there. Alright, let's test something else out. Look at that. The furnace is turning on. That just started, so let's see what happens there. I'm gonna let this run for a little bit. Oop. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let's see, is there a little peephole somewhere I can see a flame? I think you can. Yeah, turn this light off. Oh, can you see in there? I don't know which way you're supposed to be looking. Anyways, furnace just turned on. Everything's, oh, that's my meter there. Furnace does not take much power so far. This thing's not even working up a sweat. So that's refrigeration. That is furnace lights. Let's go make sure that ice maker's back on. Okay. Ice maker's going back on. Yeah. All the clocks are reset. So obviously, you're running your house. You're not going to run a full-size microwave like this. This runs between 15 and 1800 watts, depending on your intake or input voltage. Probably won't be running that either because it's running everything in the house. You got to remember it's just a 3,000 watt inverter, but it's doing pretty good, and this is quite a large house. Let's go see what the washer and fan sounds like, because it really gives you a lot of feedback when I'm running the generator. You can hear it through it. Oh, sounds nice and clean. Nothing crazy there. Okay. Everything seems to be running really good. You know what? Let's plug this freezer in just for fun, because this one, let's see if we get some lights dimming or not. See, is it on? I have no idea if it's on or not. Let's try the other plug. Oh, no. There was a spark there. It was definitely running. Okay, I better wait a bit now. But everything seems to be running just fine. There's our power on the inverter. Does seem to be unbalanced a little bit, eh? 8.3. You know what? I just remembered. I got a bunch of lights and stuff in the garage. Let's go turn the garage lights on. Got some lights in the garage. Let's turn all the lights on. Okay, let's see if that balances things out a bit. Now, there's a lot of little tiny loads running on this thing now. Yeah, that helped balance it a little bit. See the lights in the garage on. I got all kinds of stuff. My batteries are drooping. So I got to finish this test very shortly. I plugged that little black freezer in. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. That little black freezer must be lock rotor. Sitting at 12.5 amps all of a sudden, and this side is 7.8. Fans are running on the inverter. Battery voltage is dropping, but everything seems to be alright. Oh yeah, see, look, the compressor just shut off, went back to 5.5. Alright, I'm going to run this for a little while and see how it does.